All right, Gumplings, did you know that you can make broccoli infused honey? It's wonderful and it's potent. So you're only going to need a couple of things for this recipe. This one's super duper easy. You're going to need your broccoli. 28 grams of broccoli is what I'm going to use. Now the broccoli I'm using is roughly 28% potency of, and then we're going to need our honey, 3 cups of honey. What this is going to do when we're done, we are going to have a honey that's roughly infused with, let's see, I wrote it down here, 163 of those hippie calories per tablespoon. You got to be careful with this honey. Oh, you also need aluminum foil for the decarb process. We talked about this before, we'll talk about it again because it's important. Crinkle up your aluminum. Now, I don't want to see you folks coming in the comments and saying, you ought to use wax paper. If you want to use wax paper, you do it. I'm not. Okay, crinkle up your aluminum. You don't want direct contact to your pan. Take and dice this up to where it's about the size of a piece of rice. You can have your stem, your leaves, everything can be in there. It's fine. Get it all chopped up. Don't grind it. You don't want it that small. Get it all chopped up good and small, though, about the size of a grain of rice. Spread it on your pan. Then we're going to put it in the oven. See, broccoli's got a force field around it, right? It's this magical force field that keeps the gooey center from us, and we want the gooey center. That's what makes us feel good. So you got to put it in the oven at about 240 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes. You don't want it to burn, so watch the timer. Once you have your broccoli, and I'm not going to actually do this because if the wifey finds out that I wasted 3 cups of honey putting broccoli in it, she might be perturbed. So I'm going to tell you how to do it though. Say, we got our broccoli, we done pulled it out the oven, right? I want you to make a double boiler. This is a double boiler. Get you a big pan, fill it with water. Not fill it, like a third of the way with water. We put another pan on top. See how it flows? It's nice. We're going to put our 3 cups of honey in it and then our decarbed broccoli into the top pan, not the bottom pan. Come on, Gumplings, stay with me. Now we're going to set that on the stove. We want it to simmer. We don't want it to boil. Okay? Watch it. If it boils, it's too hot. You don't want that. We want a nice, slow, steady heat for about an hour. Once it's done, take your wonderful greenish hued golden honey and pour it into a funnel over a jar with a cheesecloth. Or if you've got a special strainer like I do, do that. Pour it in there. I don't want you to squeeze this honey out, right? Let it strain naturally. If you squeeze it out, you're going to get different plant particulates in there that's going to give it a bitter flavor. We don't want that. Now in the end, folks, you're going to have something wonderful. You're going to have broccoli infused honey. This stuff, like I said, is potent. Careful. Come here, wifey.
What?
Alright, me and wifey are going on a date now, so I can't spend no more time on this, but if you're not following me, you should be. We got some recipes to come with this honey, and it's going to be wonderful. You ready? Much love. Now, remember, folks, you need to label your honey afterwards. You don't want Pooh Bear finding this and going to space unbeknownst to him. Responsibility is key.